guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we are going to learn how to cut and sew this beautiful princess that Bustier. If you haven't seen the escape part of it, please do check it out. And without wasting time, let's dive into the video. By the way, my name is Grace. Before cutting, check and see if you have quarter of your bust measurement plus 6 inch. And after that, I'm marking on my back piece my zip point and I'm connecting it together. I will bring back my front piece on top of my back piece, place it at this zip point, then I'm marking my starting point. I connect it, then I'm marking my bust point 10 inch, my under bust 18, my waist 16 plus 1 inch for stitching allowance. I'm going to connect all these points on a straight line. At this bust point, I'm going up by 2 inch and that will be my chest line. It's not really important. I'm just doing this for the sake of this tutorial. I'm marking my bust span measurement, which is 4 inch, and I connect it down. And also I'm marking my shoulder measurement plus 1 inch for ease and 1 inch for sewing allowance. Because I'm not too busty, I'm measuring 2 inch, take it up to the under bust, and from that under bust I will connect it with the cuff to the bust point. So I'm drawing that cuff down to the 1 inch for ease, and also that same cuff to this 1 inch for sewing allowance. I'm also marking that, chalking out my measurement on my back piece in order to get the same measurement at my back piece. On my back piece, I'm cutting out my front piece now. Now I'm marking out those measurements I tried to chalk out. Yeah. And after that, I'm going to input my bust span measurement, which is 4 inch, and I will extend it up to the chest line. The shoulder line. Yeah. And also that 2 inch this time around, it will get to the bust point. Let me label it so that you see what I'm doing. That 2 inch this time around, it will get to the bust point, and from that bust point I'm going to connect that to that 1 inch for east, and I will connect this 2 inch down to that 1 inch for stitching allowance this way. And I'm bringing back my front piece on top of my back piece to trim out my half length measurement, which is what I'm doing now. I'm now cutting out my back piece this way. After this, I'm going to show you what you are going to do next on top of our sewing machine. I'm sewing the back piece now. I place my should I say right side facing the same way I should. I place it like this and stitch it down by half inch, and when I pass that cuff side, I increase my seam allowance to almost 1 inch. Please, while sewing, make it a loose stitch because we're still losing this part again. Okay. That's for the back, and this is for the front. So for the front, I'm going to place it like this, still right side facing. I'm stitching it by half an inch. I will stitch the curvy side by half an inch. Please maintain that half inch. When I pass this curved side, I'm going to increase my seam allowance to almost 1 inch. Look at it, it's very beautiful. We are taking it back to our measuring table. We'll chalk out our normal measurement now. I put in small piece, tiny piece. I'm placing my tape at that under bust point. I'm marking my armhole. I'm also marking minusing 5 inch. I'm minusing 5 inch from it. I mark my round bust measure, quarter of my bust measurement plus 2 inch. I'm connecting to that 2 inch mark. At this neckline, I come down by 1 inch and trying to make a sweetheart shape because it's an off shoulder. That's where we are minusing 5 inch from it. For the back, I also mark that point. I'm inputting quarter of my waist measurement plus 2 inch and I connect. I'm cutting it out now. For the back, I'm going to check if the measurement is the same or is accurate. It's very important. I place my tape at that my under bust point and minus 5 inch from it. I'm shaping out my back neckline and also my back armhole, and I'm cutting it out. After this, I'm going to pull it because the seam allowance I stitch it down with a loose stitch. And that is for the front. I'm going to loosen the back too. This is the center back. I'm going to remove zipper bush, so I'm going to cut that part out. After this, the back piece is going to be 4 piece, the front piece too is going to be 4 piece. You can go ahead and label it if you get confused. Like with me, because I know how it is, I'm going to join it without making any mistake. I use my lining as a pattern to cut my main piece, and I've ironed my hairstay on top of my main piece. I also part my breast region. So we are back to the sewing machine. We stitch it the same way we stitched the other time. This time around, the only difference is that we are stitching it one. We are stitching it separately. Yeah, we stitch by half inch, and after that we are going to increase the seam allowance to almost 1 inch with a tie stitch because we are not losing it again. Yeah, a tie stitch. And for this side, it's going to be different because this time around this cup side is under. When we get to the under bust, we are going to bring it out like this. We use our fingers to align it up to the chest line, maybe up to the neckline. Yeah, after that we are going to maintain our seam allowance of almost 1 inch like this, and when we get to this curvy side, we'll maintain back our ½ inch. We also repeat the same for our lining. This is our front piece for the lining. So I'm going to still show you again. We stitch by ½ inch, and when we get to that under bust point, we will stop, bring it out, and use our finger to align the way we will sew up to the neckline. And after that, we are taking it back, flip it to this side and stitch it down by almost 1 inch. And when we get to that curvy side, we'll maintain a ½ inch like this till we get back to where we stop. See, it's ready. And for the other side, we'll be able to stitch from the waistline back to the neckline without stopping. This one is simple, yeah. Again, if you get confused, you can label your work so that you not mix it up. After stitching, we are going to notch it. Notch it very well. Notch all the 4 pieces very well. Then take it to an ironing table and iron this seam flat. Open your seam and iron it flat. I'm done doing that. Yeah, you can see I'm done ironing. The next thing I will do, I will place my main piece on top of my lining, right side facing. I'm going to stitch from one center to the other side and from the center to the other side, leaving my armhole open. After this, we are notching. We notch it in order to remain flat, and we are going to flip it to the lining side, making sure that all that seam allowance is facing the lining, not the main piece. We are going to stop stitch. Top stitching is very important because it will help the lining to stay inside. Yeah, as you see, I'm checking to see if the seam allowance is facing my lining. I'm going to close this side, closing the side by 3/4 inch. It's not up to ½ inch. There is no need to use ½ inch for turning your lining, because the only thing here is turning your lining, so there's no need to use half inch. Simply turn it this way. When we flip it, we turn it, this is what we have, and our front piece is ready. For the back, we are also turning our neck area. After this, we are going to notch it, flip it to the lining side and top stitch, making sure that the seam allowance is facing the lining side. We will top stitch. We are also closing the side seam. It's only the armhole and the waist area that will remain open. We trim off that area, that zip area, with the neckline so that it will come out very pointy. We put in our scissors and bring it very pointy. We make that area to come out very pointy. And our back piece and our front piece is ready. We are taking it back to our table. Give it a very good press. Like this, we have done ironing. We are going to chalk out our normal measurement. So I will measure my bust point, divide it into 2 and mark it, and also divide that same measurement again into 2 and mark it, and simply shaping one side. After, when I'm done with one side, I'm going to connect it, then flip it wrong side facing, and we'll tap on it so that the measurement will come out on the other side. Now we have the measurement on this side like this. It's pretty simple this way. I'm bringing back my back piece on top of my front piece. We'll stitch the side by that allowance. After that, we are going to iron it and attach it on our skate part. We'll attach a sleeve and a zip to make a dress out of it. We already have a video on how to make this skate part of it. Please do check it out. Till I see you in my next video. Bye.